تجد له وليا مرشدا اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وبعد. الأسبوع الماضي, last week, we started talking about the different flows of hijrah that the Prophet ﷺ and his companions had. Let me start with this question just to refresh your memory about how many hijrah did the Prophet ﷺ have? مين اللي هيجاوب؟ أحمد صح؟ 2. أحمد قال 2. أنت مصر على 2؟ مصر؟ ها؟ هم 2 ولا أنا قلت 2 الأسبوع اللي فات؟ No, I never said 2.
3.
والله I never said 2.
3.
So we said 3. So, we said 3 in total, 2 to Abyssinia, to Habasha. When the hardship started to be very bad in Muslims in Mecca, the Prophet ﷺ allowed a group of the Sahaba to migrate to Abyssinia for the first time. And then they tried to come back. What happened is, who remember? أنا عاوز أصحيكوا يعني مش ينفع كده. What happened? They tried to come back. What happened, Mustafa? إيه اللي حصل؟
راح الحبشة بعد كده طلعت حتى طلع إشاعة.
أيوة. أحب الحاجات الحلوة دي. صح كده. So there are rumors they heard there's the people of Mecca are welcoming them back. They went back at the gates or at the borders of Mecca. They started catching them and then they put them under torture again. Then they had to go again to Abyssinia. And the second hijrah to Al-Habasha, which is the main one, the Muslims, they went, and then the people of Quraysh now, they tried to get them back. They sent 2 people to get them back from the king of Habasha. The first one is, everybody knows him. Can mean Amr ibn al-As. I need the second one, not the first one. So Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As was number 1. Number 2 was, I mentioned that name last week. Who's here? أيوة. أنت ما كنتش أنت كنت هنا الأسبوع اللي فات؟ يعني عارفها مني يعني. طب الحمد لله. طيب. So Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As and Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abi Rabi'ah, both they accepted Islam after that. And one of them was very, very smart, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As, and they sent him for that. And the other one very wise. They know that Sayyidina, you will know today. I told you that last week, that Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abi Rabi'ah, he will have a situation to show that he was wiser than Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As. Why Sayyidina Amr? Do you guys get it when I say Hakim and Dhaki? Smart can do everything that you want to do without being stable in getting it. I want to get it, and I will use all of my smartness to get it. That was Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As in that situation. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Rabi'ah is smart but wise. I'm not going to get it this way. It's not my way. I don't care if I'm going to get them the way that go against my ethics. Anyway, long story short, what happened was that they went to Najashi, Negus, with their gifts, and the plan was to give too much gifts to the Batariqa, to his priests, to convince him to send them back. What was the main thing that Najashi used to like from Mecca? Leather. He used to like leather. So they got him all what he likes of leather from Mecca. And for sure to all of his Batariqa. And they convinced them, they were totally convinced that we need them back. And the main thing, Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As used 2 points. The first one, he failed in it last week. So the first one was that they bringing a new religion. It's not yours or us. Yours is Najashi religion is Christianity, and us مش أنا. us هي ايه؟ اصلا ما عبادة، ده عبط والله. يعني idol worshippers يعني worshipping, and it's not a religion at the end of the day. But anyway, Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib was the spokesman of the Muslim group at the time, and he went to Al-Najashi when he asked him to come to present it in front of him. Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As is right there. Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib is right there. I was talking to Al-Najashi. فقال له إيه؟ قال له كنا, and this is only the يعني of this part I mentioned this يعني section last week. قال له إن إحنا كنا قوما أهل جاهلية. So I said it last week. يعني when he said to him, we were people of جاهلية. Enough. يعني العرب, for the brothers who studied بلاغة. Who studied بلاغة here? بلاغة as a separate subject. مش انتوا بتوع التربية والتعليم بنتكلم عن الأزهرية. No Azhari here, right? بلاغة is يعني sometimes I put a word or I give preference. I put the word in advance and then to give a general meaning. Then I go in details to explain the meaning of that word in a very nice order. That's what Ja'far did. قال له كنا قوما أهل جاهلية. أول حاجة, expect anything from us. When there is no, بيقولوا إيه؟ إن لم تستحي فافعل ما شئت وفاصنع ما شئت. When you have no religion, when you have no ethics and morals, you will do anything. But the religion is here. قال له كنا قوما أهل جاهلية نعبد الأصنام نأكل الميتة نأتي الفواحش نقطع الأرحام نسيء الجوار ويأكل القوي منا الضعيف فكنا على ذلك. So everything we used to do, worshipping, we used to worship idols, we used to eat dead, fawahish, all type of sins we used to commit, relatives, we don't know anything about maintaining the kinship ties, neighbors, and I even emphasized that last week when they were used to play with the months. Just if I want to invade that tribe, let's change the month, like today is Muharram, I'll change it to be able to invade them. هم عندهم حتة حلوة برضه يعني. They still have something good in themselves, you know. يعني okay, يعني زي واحد مثلا يقول لك إيه, he doesn't drink liquors during the day of Ramadan. يعني برضه still يعني he is good. واخد بالك؟ فهم, they used to be like that. We don't fight in the sacred month, but we can change the sacred month if we want. And then we're not fighting in the sacred month. We were on that status until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to us somebody that we know very well. He's from us. Not because he's his cousin. Who's his cousin, by the way? Who's talking now? مين اللي بيتكلم؟ Ja'far ibn Abi Talib. So what's the relationship between him and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Huh? First cousin, right? No, Ja'far ibn Amr. First cousin. حتى بعث الله إلينا رسولا منا نعرف نسبه وصدقه وأمانته وعفافه. خلاص. We know him. يا أخي أمك كده. أنت until Allah sent to us a prophet from amongst ourselves. والذي بعث في الأميين رسولا إيه؟ منهم. نعرف, we know him very well. صدقه وأمانته وعفافه. He used to be known with this, that's his nickname, right? They give him that nickname. They said الصادق الأمين صلى الله عليه وسلم. The trustworthy and the honest صلى الله عليه وسلم. Okay. فدعانا. هياخد بقى كل حاجة ويدي لك النقيض بتاعك. He will take everything and he will give you the opposite. فدعانا إلى التوحيد, إلى توحيد الله. So no more shirk, no more associating others in worship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we're talking about monotheism. وأمرنا ونخلع ما كنا نعبد وآباؤنا من دونه من الحجارة والأوثان وأمرنا بصدق الحديث. أمرنا بصدق. ما تيجي هنا يا حسين, أنت معذبني كده. تعال هنا عشان يبقى أنا ببصص كده المنطقة دي وخلاص. وأمرنا, we used to lie, now he's ordering us to tell the truth. وأداء الأمانة, to be honest. ونهانا وصلة الرحم. Now we're talking about the family, the relationship ties. وحسن الجوار, to be good to our neighbors. والكف عن المحارم والدماء, to stop killing. ونهانا عن الفواحش وقول الزور, all the sins that we used to commit. صاحبك قاعد مكانك. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. ونهانا, تعال اسند هنا حبيبي. عمال بقى يعني خليني باصص كده خلاص مش هبص التمر خالص. وأكل مال اليتيم وقذف. So he ordered us to do all of this and he forbade us from doing all of this. أي مشكلة؟ That's exactly what Isa came with. دي النقطة اللي أنا كنت بقولها النهاردة in the middle of the khutbah about when the Prophet ﷺ said أنا أولى بموسى منكم. هي دي. That our Prophet ﷺ confirmed the message of Isa. Who confirmed the message of Musa? It's all the same. لا نفرق بين أحد من الرسل. فهو النجاشي at that point still a Christian. And right before the Prophet ﷺ message came, he was on the truth. Like anybody, ما تسجلش دي يا محمد. Anybody telling you today that I go for interfaith, to be honest with you, I go a lot for interfaith. Not because I believe in the interfaith. I don't believe in that. I'm going, to be honest with you, just to make da'wah. Just to deliver the message to those people. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says clearly, and I said in the ayah in the khutbah today, إِنَّ الدِّينَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ, it's one religion. Anything else, if you have doubt in this, وبعدين بتيجي تقول لك إيه لكم دينكم ولي دين يا أخي. No يا حبيبي, it's not this. The ayah came in a totally different context. So here we're talking about the one religion, the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the religion of Muhammad, Isa, Musa, all of them. فالنجاشي is listening to all of this. And then he ordered Sayyidina Ja'far يعني continue saying that وأمرنا بالصلاة وبالصيام قال فعدد عليه أمور الإسلام فصدقناه وأمنا به واتبعناه على ما جاء به. So he started counting the practice of Islam and he told Najashi, Sayyidina Ja'far, that we believed in him and we followed him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. حتى جاء هؤلاء القوم. راح بقى على مين؟ على سيدنا عمرو، سيدنا عبد الله بن أبي ربيعة. حتى جاء قومنا وعذبونا وفتنونا عن ديننا ليردونا إلى عبادة الأوثان. يعني إحنا we didn't have any problem with them. We didn't go and attack the religion at all. We didn't care. It was not the time yet حتى to go and attack them. But they came and they started torturing us. حتى عذبونا وفتنونا عن ديننا. There's lots, but not lots, but there's some people they already out of being tortured big time, they left. But and to be saved with my body and myself and my religion, I had to flee. So he's telling him that we had to flee for that reason. وبين يعني وأن نستحل ما كنا نستحل وظلمونا وشقوا علينا ورغبنا. هنا بقى هيقول له إيه؟ At the end, يعني he's coming with him with something true, but it's good. يعني if you know that your friend, for example, is smarter than you in an area, nothing wrong that you compliment him. يعني give him a compliment in that area. فهو قال له إيه؟ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أو البروفيت محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لنا. Who remembered the statement of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم last week about the Najashi in general, حتى لو ما كنتش هنا, even if you didn't attend last week, like Ahmed يعني. بالضبط كده. Yeah, he told him go to Habasha, to Abyssinia. Have you been there يا عبد الله؟ خالص؟ الحمد لله مش دلوقتي, كان زمان. فإن فيها ملكا لا يظلم عنده أحد. So جئنا إلى جبل. We came to you because our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to go to your place, and he told us there is a king over there that nobody will be like treated wrongly in his place. حتة حلوة كده. تامر هيضحك دلوقتي بس أنا مش هقولها يعني. مش عارف أصلا. بس حتة يعني just to give the king like we're here seeking your protection. We're not here to fight or to argue or to do anything. We're just here to get the protection. فقال له إيه؟ هل معك مما جاء به شيء? Do you have anything of what he is, what Muhammad ﷺ brought to you? You know, there is a common thing in Egypt. I don't know if any other country. We have Christian or Coptic with us, live with us. They love Surah Maryam. Until some of them, they memorize it, by the way. And if I say now, who memorizes Surah Maryam here in the masjid, probably I will have hardship to get like 6, 7 brothers. I'm being like optimistic, yeah. But there is lots of Christians, they memorize Surah Maryam. I don't know why, to be honest with you, but they memorize it. So when he told him to read some from the Quran to Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, Sayyidina Ja'far started كاف هايا عين ولا عين؟ عين كده على طول؟ مين اللي يقراها صح؟
كاف ها عين ياء.
كاف هاي عين ياء. حلوة دي، جميلة دي. مين اللي يقراها صح؟ يلا يا أحمد قولها لنا بورش. ولا أنت ما عندكش ورش، أنت قالون ولا القالون. كله زي بعض. فبدأ سيدنا جعفر started with كاف هايا عين صاد ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا. Few ayat from the sadr of the surah, from the beginning of the surah, and he's not done yet, and Najashi, Negus, and the Batariqa, the priests around him, started shedding tears when they hear about whom? Isa alayhi salam and his mother Maryam, and for sure Sayyidina Yahya, Sayyidina Zakaria, that's their heritage, that's their thing. They know that that's ours. And no, this is not from your own word and not from Muhammad's word. This is exactly the same source, or from the same source that Isa, and I think he said Musa. No. Musa. He said Musa. لا لسه جاي. لا لسه جاي. لسه دي المرحلة. مش قلت في مرحلتين؟ في 2 points. هو اشتغل على الأولى، قال له إن هم جايين بدين جديد. فلسه ما خلصش. He's still arguing about the new religion. فقال له إيه؟ كذا فقرأ. فwhen he read the ayat, he started shedding tears, and he said that that's exactly the same source from which Musa brought his book. طب ليه بقى قال موسى وما قالش عيسى؟ Why do you think he said Musa, and Najashi said Musa while he is Christian? He didn't say Isa. Why? What? هو على وقته اصلا لا كان فيه ده ولا ده، ما كانش في حاجه مكتوبه اصلا. نو كانت مكتوبه بس مش ده المقصد. هم دايما even the Christian they start with the Old Testament. The main source is the Old Testament, التوراة. Main source for them is the Torah. Then الإنجيل comes after. فthey refer to it before الإنجيل. فwhen they come now and they نعم تفضل يا أمين.
Torah, they believe that it's coming from Allah.
Yeah.
The New Testament,
yeah.
They know that it's...
no, that those people, they know. If you talk to somebody today...
They know it's the words of Jesus as reported by others.
But when they knew that Jesus was a prophet, but today they tell you, you know what, he is God. And that's his words, and the words of God, and whatever.
But that's today.
Yeah, no, today, Najashi was different. Yeah, that's right. They always believe that the Torah is more, not reliable, but is always not authentic حتى. هم عندهم برضو الإنجيل is authentic, but it's before the Injil, before the Bible. حتى when we say about ورقة بن نوفل, he used to read التوراة. Also, Because the Torah comes before an Injil for them.
حتى هلا لحد الآن بيدرسوا مثلا البطارقة بيدرسوا التوراة وبعد الإنجيل.
Exactly. Anyway, he told them in Najashi, that's exactly the same source from which Musa brought a Torah. You go, I'm gonna يعني summarize it because I don't want to go more than 5 more minutes inshallah time. 10 more minutes. You go, yeah, because we have program downstairs, that's all. Okay, يعني الشباب ما يزعلوش بس. You go, nobody can touch you. That's what he told them. Go, nobody can touch you. فالسيدة مسلمة, she's leaving with the Muslim group, and she overheard Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As saying, he doesn't want to lose, man. فبتقول فلما خرج من عنده قال عمرو بن العاص والله لأنبئنه غدا عيبهم عنده ثم أستأصل به خطاؤهم. Tomorrow, Sayyidina Amr, she overheard Sayyidina Amr saying that tomorrow I'm going to get them. Tomorrow I'm going to tell him something that for sure he's going to give them all to me while I'm leaving. What is it? حتى أبو إيه؟ أبو سراج بيتكلم فيها. The point that the brother was trying to explain earlier is Sayyidina Amr has 2 things in his mind, but one at a time. If I win with the first one, I'm okay. If I don't win with the first one, the second one for sure, I'm going to get it. Remember when we said before that the people of Quraysh, they argued with the Prophet ﷺ about the ayah in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّكُمْ وَمَا تَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ حَصَبُ جَهَنَّمْ. You and all of what you worship beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be the fuel of Jahannam, right? And then one of the Arab people comes and says, I'm going to get Muhammad. He's saying all what the people worship beside Allah will be the fuel of Jahannam? Yes. Oh, the fuel of Jahannam? Yes. Okay, what about Isa? So he's talking about this? No. So the ayah came and explained that. So Sayyidina Amr came from the same area. He said, you know what? Let's see. This guy's Christian. He doesn't know that when the Prophet ﷺ referred them to Najashi, for sure he knows that Najashi is going to be Muslim, or at least he's Muslim. I said last week that the Prophet ﷺ made Salat al-Janaza, Salat al-Ghaib, ala Najashi after he died. And Najashi was the wali of one of the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. What's her name again? Maria, لا مش Maria. Ramla bint Abi Sufyan. Habiba Ramla bint Abi Sufyan. How many years the Prophet ﷺ got married to her? The aqd, between the aqd and the bina. How many years? If you know that, I'll give you How many years? No, not 12. 4 years? لا. 13? No. مين يزود؟ مين يزود؟
حتى هاجر المدينة.
ما هو بقى قد ايه؟ 10 years. 10 years between the aqd and the bina. Imagine. Her husband, when she goes to Al-Habasha, her husband left Islam. Okay? Now she's free. Then the Prophet ﷺ, to protect her, the marriages of the Prophet ﷺ, all of it was for a reason. Nothing for his own desire. All of them. Hatta even Salama now, we're talking about Salama, she will be the wife of the Prophet ﷺ after that. Okay? So the Prophet ﷺ did the contract, and the wali was a Najashi. Then she moved to Medina after the Prophet ﷺ migrated to Medina, and she joined the Prophet ﷺ in Medina later on.
Was that after the death of Khadija?
All of them after the death of Khadija. None of them before the death of Khadija. All of them. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لم يتزوج على خديجة أحد. Sayyida Aisha used to get jealous from Khadija. Yeah.
Because the immigrants to Abyssinia went back to Medina after...
not right after the
migration.
Yeah, exactly. So not right after the immigration. They waited for a while in Habasha, and then they joined the Prophet ﷺ later. Okay, we'll calculate it later. Calculate it. Anyway, فسيدنا عبد الله بن ربيعة أنا قلت بقى إيه إن سيدنا عبد الله بن أبي ربيعة he has a good point here. So when Sayyidina Amr ibn al-As said that tomorrow I'm going to get them through this, he told them, hold on man. إن لهم أرحاما عندنا. Why you want to just get them anyway? With any means or method, خلاص, just leave them alone. إن لهم, they are our relatives, they are our cousins, they are our brothers, they are our sisters. Why you do this? فقال له سيدنا عبد الله بن أبي ربيعة وكان أتقى الرجلين فينا. سيدة أم سلمة بتقول إيه؟ بتقول she's saying that to us he was closer than سيدنا عمرو بن العاص. فتقول قال له لا تفعل فإن لهم أرحاما وإن كانوا قد خالفونا. Anyway, he told them يا أيها الملك إنهم يقولون في عيسى بن مريم قولا عظيما فأرسل إليهم فاسألهم عما يقولون. Bring them, please, bring them over and ask them about what they're saying about Isa. Again, Sayyidah Musalama taqul, she said that night was very stressful night on all of us. Now we're getting to a point that where there is بيقولوا عليها conflict of interest now. It's absolutely conflict of interest. If he's going to continue with Christianity and will continue with Islam, we're not going to meet. It's going to be a problem, clash. But she was so worried. فقيل, they said to Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, what are you going to do? What are you going to say about Isa? فقال the same, والله ما نقول إلا ما قال ربنا. We will never say except what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about Isa. Then he told him, just long story short, he asked him about Isa, قال هو عبد الله ورسوله وروحه وكلمته ألقاها إلى مريم العذراء البتول. Very simple. He is by the way, we say it, don't go in any gathering and appreciate or accept that fact. You're committing والعياذ بالله shirk. Don't say to compliment your friend. Yeah, I know that you believe in Jesus as God. No, don't say it. I'm not admitting that fact. I know he is, I'm saying, if you want to get the strategy, that's what I say. I'm speaking Islam. Now even you have 500, 1,000 people listening to you. I'm speaking Islam. Khalas. They have nothing to do against you. They have nothing to take against you. However, somebody came to me, one of the events said that you're a liar. Why I'm a liar? Because they say that Jesus is not God. I'm saying what I believe in. It's not your business. You say whatever you say whatever you want. But I don't admit that. I don't confirm that. That's why Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib is teaching us. He's saying to him, he is the Abdullah, servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And his messenger, وَرُوحُهُ, his spirit, he sent to Maryam through Jibreel alayhi salam, al-Adhra, the Virgin Mary. خلاص. Here, conflict of interest. Remember, the Batariqa, the priests, they were crying yesterday. Today, when the negus, he has a little stick, ru'ud, next to him, he put it and he drew a line and said that والله ما عدا عيسى بن مريم ما تقول هذا العود. What you said exactly describing Jesus. That's it. He is exactly like that. That's his real description. فتقول الرواية كما روي عن سيدة أم سلمة فتناخرت بطارقته. عملوا له كده شهقوا what you talking about? This is not true. This is wrong. You're harming us. You're hurting us. فيقول النجاشي فقال لهم فتناخرت بطارقته حوله حين قال ما قال فقال وإن نخرتم والله. No matter what you do, I don't care what you do, but this is the reality about Isa ibn Maryam, as he said. ثم قال, then he told Sayyidina Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, اذهبوا فأنتم الآمنون من سبكم غرم من سبكم غرم من سبكم غرم. Go live freely in our land, the land of Abyssinia. Anybody will touch you or insult you, he will be in trouble with me personally, with Al-Najashi. And that was the first hijrah and the trial of the people of Quraysh to get them back. What happened in Abyssinia there is lots of like interesting situations and incidents and events happen to Muslims in Abyssinia during their stay over there, and it all came from the authentic hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This will be inshallah ta'ala the topic of next week. نسأل الله عز وجل أن يعلمنا ما ينفعنا وأن ينفعنا بما علمنا فهو لي ذلك والقدر عليه. And I will see you inshallah all tomorrow after Salat al-Maghrib too for the fiqh class. Don't forget to fast on Tuesday inshallah, and if you can fast Monday and Tuesday inshallah, the day of Ashura and that was Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.